Hey everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. It's Mark Wiens. I'm in Chiang Mai, northern Thailand, and today I'm gonna take you on a Thai street food tour. We're gonna go to a place that serves some of the crispiest golden pork belly, which they cook in a giant ceramic clay jar over fire. Oh, wow. We're gonna eat at some other legendary food stalls, some nam niao, some Thai rice and curry, and then probably we'll eat some roti to finish this tour. She's been making roti for 39 years. She is a legend. It's gonna be a lot of food action, a lot of delicious Thai street food, and I'm gonna share it all with you from Chiang Mai in this video right now. To begin this street food tour of Chiang Mai, we're at a place which is called Neng Mu Op Ong. This place is on the side of the road, and you'll immediately see all the ceramic earthenware. They're kind of like tandoors, where they roast pork belly, crispy pork belly, and chicken. The aromas coming from this street side in Chiang Mai are out of control, and this is a place that I've been wanting to come for a while. Finally, I'm here, I'm excited. We're gonna see the entire process, so let's jump in on the action and see how they make it. He's getting ready to add in a fresh batch of chicken, and the chicken is marinated. You can immediately smell the spices, especially garlic, black pepper, probably some lemongrass, and also ratakshi, which are the coriander roots. Those have been marinated, they're juicy, and he's gonna add a fresh batch to the earthenware oven.
Hòm มากครับ
อัดด้วยเครื่องเต็ม
ใช่ครับ
อันนี้หมูสามชั้นใช่ไหม
ๆ
ครับ
หมูสามชั้นครับ
หมูสามชั้น
แบบชนิดว่ามันน้อย
มันน้อยโอเคครับ
เนี่ยแบบมันน้อยเลยเสกมันนิด
ใช่ครั
ๆ
บ
อร่อยฮะ
And he's using pork belly, but he told me that it's not a lot of fat on the pork belly. And you can see for the pork that it's marinated not in a lot of things, but just a light marinade. I think some garlic, maybe a little bit of soy sauce and salt.
There's another big bag of pork coming. He's gonna fill it all the way.
Okay, come. And you can also see that the pork is cut in a way where it's gonna get maximum fire and heat and penetration from the coals. So he loads it all the way up. And you can feel the heat like radiating from the top as the heat rises. And you can feel that the heat is gonna provide this oven roast, like an oven baking from the inside out, yet roasted and crispy on the outside all at the same time. So that cover goes on. They're gonna cook for approximately 2 hours, and then it appears like they rotate them from one earthen jar to the next. They cook for about probably an hour and a half or so in one jar. And then over here, if you move down the line of jars, then you get to the station, the crispification, I'm gonna call it the crispification jar, where they do the finishing touches, because that's quite precise. That needs to be over a hotter fire. He stirs up those coals so it's blazing, and then he waits for that skin to just completely bubble and crispify to finish before it's then ready to be served. Okay, go.
ติ้ง
Wow, ping ping, chicken is ready. Okay, ครับ
It is time. I cannot take it any longer after watching them make it. We're moving over to the ordering station. A lot of people get takeaway, but then they do have quite a big table section, quite a lot of table, and the tables are cool too because they're over jars. But you move over here to where they're chopping up the mukrab, the crispy pork belly, and the chicken you can order. And I think Ying is ordering a few extra dishes as well.
ส้มตำมีน้ำจิ้มด้วยเด้อต้มยำไก่ย่างอะไรหมู
Happy. I think it's okay. Coffee.
ไข่ทุกตัวกลับบ้านเด้อ
Okay, ครับ
น้ำเป็น170จะเดี๋ยวรอชาแป๊บนึงอ่ะแล้วหมูอ่ะ
Man, all the food is here. We got a variety of different dishes that they serve, including we just had to get an entire plate of crispy pork belly and a half a chicken and the chicken skin. But then really, if you come here alone and you don't want to eat a whole pile of meat, one of the dishes you can get is just the set plate, which comes with a serving of rice with a half a hard-boiled egg, some cucumber, and maybe 100 grams or so of crispy pork belly, and then drizzled in sauce, served with a variety of sauces, a little bit of soup, and some veggies, some herbs on the side. But it all looks incredible. But I have to begin with just a pure piece of mukrab. Crispy pork belly. The skin is charred and pink, fully cooked. The fat has rendered into the meat. Literally, it's like kabmu on the top, which is crispy skin, bubbled. Oh, wow. Oh, that skin is so crispy. And the meat is tender and flavorful and smoky. And that's with nothing added, no sauce, no anything. Wow. That's extraordinarily tasty. And they have a variety of sauces. This one would be the main dipping sauce for mukrab, which is like should be kind of a sweet soy sauce, right? I'm gonna follow that hot, fresh, sticky rice. Oh, wow. That is the combination in your mouth at once. Yeah, that pork belly is insane. Man, you knew it was gonna be good when we were watching them roast it. The finished product is even better than imagined. Another dish that we ordered is tom yum gayang, which is the grilled chicken, which is then made into tom yum. And I love how they put a whole handful of fried chilies on top, stir that around. You can smell the galangal, but there's tomatoes in there, there's a bunch of basil, and there's pieces of the grilled chicken in there. You've got to have a whole chili in this bite. Wow, yeah. Okay. That's a burst of chili. You taste the smokiness of the grilled chicken. I love so much lime juice in here. It's sour, it's refreshing. All of the herbs, the flavor of the galangal in there. Oh man, that's a really good tom yum. And then additionally with the flavor, that next layer of flavor from the smoky grilled chicken. Oh, the herbs in there too. The holy basil in there. Gayang, or the gai opong, oven roasted in the ceramic barrel. Oh, let me go for this piece right here. Look at that skin. Oh man, if you see how oily and moist that chicken is underneath it. And we should do a dip. This one is nam jim cheo, which is a dry chili sauce. There's herbs in there. There should be maybe some fish sauce and lime juice, coriander, culantro, loaded up with all those herbs and chili seeds. It's so moist and oily and juicy. And you taste not only the dipping sauce, which is cool and refreshing, but the marinade that he added, all of those coriander roots, the pepper in there. And the way he roasts it, man, it absorbs all of that smoke and keeps the chicken juices in itself. Dip that in the nam som tam, the pala. Oh, wow. That completes the bite. And on that bite of sticky rice, we'll try the pala mukrab. So it's crispy pork belly on top, green papaya salad with fermented fish, green papaya salad sauce. Oh man. I don't know if I've ever had this combination before. Have you, Ying? There's chilies folded in, there's fermented fish, there's pork belly. Oh man, I mean, with the addition of pork belly from the oven, I think that enhances everything. You've got the richness, the crispiness, you've got the umami of the pala, the fermented fish sauce, the chilies in there, the lime juice. It's refreshing and porky all at the same time. Okay, and then finally we have the rice with the crispy pork belly on the side. Okay, so this is a complete meal on a plate right here with your pork belly, essential pork belly, rice, and garnish. I'll chase that with some garnish, sprigs of coriander. And that refreshes the palate, completes the bite. That sauce that they've drizzled on, it's just a little bit sweet, kind of just brings it all together. It is really good. This would be my favorite sauce right here, the nam chim chao. The chili, the saltiness, and all that culantro in there. Oh, wow. Chase it with a green onion. The pork belly and the chicken are both fantastic. And then all the different dishes that side dishes that you can get as well. The method in which they cook it is just fascinating and fun to watch. Just a great place that you can stop by when you're in Chiang Mai. Oh, the tom yum is amazing. So sour, in your face, smoky, and spicy. Oh man, you just will not get over the crispiness of that skin. Wow, highly recommended. We're gonna finish this meal and then we're moving on to the next place to continue with this Chiang Mai Thai street food tour. Next up, we are in the old town within the old square, and we're going to a place that's called Nam Nyao Lung Pong. It's a mom and pop shop, and they've been doing it for decades, making one of the #1 northern Thai food dishes.
Yeah. Lung Pong, right?
Lung Pong,ครับผม
Lung Pong, so friendly. Oh, and here it is, the pot.
Yeah.
The pot of Nam Nyao.
น้ำเงี้ยวโอเค
Yeah.
ครับ อ พิเศษ2เน้อ
So man, this is the friendliest street food stall. Uncle is so friendly, and he mainly serves a dish called nam niao, which is a dish of, it's kind of like a stew of pork and blood and tomatoes especially. And from what I read, he just makes one pot per day. Once it's gone. Dishes out some of the bones, some of those tomatoes. You smell the aroma of that tomatoey broth, smells so good. And then onto your noodles, and then tops it with some green onions, some fried garlic. And that smells delicious. I'm ready. Oh man, this place is just so cool. Most of the seating just kind of goes down the alley, and there's tables facing the wall. Again, this is one of the ultimate comfort dishes, probably the #1 dish of Northern Thailand that's associated with Northern Thailand that people eat frequently. It's a massive part of the culture. Let me just taste it first before adding anything. Oh man, I like how the noodles just kind of melt into that curry. What a homely meal this is. Oh man, oh that's rich, that's nice and tart and very porky, as you can see from that layer of oil on top. But the flavor, yeah, it's more on the tart side, and tart and porky. They're really good. The noodles, the rice noodles just kind of melt in your mouth. Oh man, that's comforting. But now we need to do some seasoning. So there's a pile of vegetables, mostly the bean sprouts and some pakadong, some pickled mustard greens, which I think you can add on top. Put some toppings on. And then my absolute favorite topping, and probably the reason I love to eat nam niao most, the fried chilies. These little guys, whoa, you can see they're kind of blistered. These are beautiful fried chilies. You can see that they were taken out of the oil just before they literally burnt, so they're gonna be so smoky and fragrant and blistered and spicy. It's really flavorful. Oh wow, with that sprinkle of lime, that contrasts the richness of the pork. And then with those little chilies, which are just, again, they're deep fried until literally they're almost burnt, giving them such an amazing smokiness and a heat. Man, this is just... And they're just so incredibly friendly. Man, and it kind of looks, the color is not that dark, it looks kind of watery, but it's really flavorful. These chilies are so good, you could eat them like popcorn. That was tasty.
Okay, you big one.
And then additionally, after you eat your bowl of noodles, nam niao, they have some desserts which you can choose from, and you gotta choose something from the jar, and then they'll pair it with ice, which Uncle's gonna grind it, and coconut milk. So I'm gonna order the melon, dang Thai. It's like a Thai melon?
Dang Thai.
Yeah, แตงไทยน้ำกะทิ
Okay,
Okay, อย่าไออ่ะ Okay.
อันนี้อะไรครับลุง
น้ำตาลชูกะ
โอเค นิดหน่อยได้
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Hello.
And then I just looked up dang Thai it's a muskmelon. So muskmelon, he added in muskmelon first, then some coconut milk, then the grated ice goes on, and then some kind of a syrup that he makes himself. That coconut milk is overflowing. Wonderful and a refreshing treat after the end of that spicy bowl of noodles. Oh, it's amazing and not too sweet. The crunch of the ice, it's so refreshing. The muskmelon is sweet like honeydew melon, but it has more of a, kind of like a slight mushy texture, but that all blends together. Oh, and the richness of the flavor of the coconut milk is wonderful as well. Uncle absolutely makes it. Really good, really traditional, kind of a simple taste, but hearty and just feels good. And for the smaller bowl, it costs 30 baht. For the bigger special bowl, it costs 40 baht. Okay, we're continuing on with this Chiang Mai street food tour. On to the next place. Next up on this street food tour of Chiang Mai, we are at a place that's called Rot, and it's one of the most legendary places to eat khao rat gang, or Thai rice and curry, in all of Chiang Mai. This place, it gets absolutely packed, and you just walk up and you look at the different curries that are available for the day, see what looks good to you, and order. So we're about to step up to the front and order some curry next.
เยอะนะมีแกงเขียวหวานมีแกงกะหรี่ไก่
แกงเขียวหวานเอาแกงกะหรี่ไก่
จ้าแกงกะหรี่ไก่พะแนงเนื้อแกงเนื้อค่ะ
พะเนงเนื้อ
จ้า
อยากกินพะเนงเนื้อครับ
จ้าจ้า
ใช่
โอเคจ้าแล้วอันนี้แกงเผ็ดเนื้อเนื้อจะมีสองอย่างเนาะสองหม้ออย่างนี้
โอเคครับ
จ้านี่แกงกะหรี่ไก่อันนี้นี่น่ากินมากเลย
โอ้นี่แกงกะหรี่ไก่
แกงกะหรี่ไก่ค่ะผัดปลาดุกอร่อยนะอร่อย
Fried chapter
เอาผัดเผ็ดปลาดุกเนาะ
maybe enough meat like any veggie oh so this is
ตัวเองเนาะ
ไข่พะโล้
oh for my
นี่ของเด็กน้อย
okay
อร่อยนะคะเนี่ย
อร่อยครับ
ครับน่าทานมาก
เดี๋ยววางเข้าไป
ไม่เอาครับ
ดองแข็งค่ะ
You think it's good, you?
Okay. One of my favorite styles of eating throughout Thailand, just informal. Curries are ready to go. This is fast food. You just choose what looks good for the day, what's fresh, and all to be eaten with rice. You can either order two ways. You can order gap khao, which is how I ordered. Every dish on the side, separate plates with a plate of rice, or you can order rat khao, which means you just choose a couple of different dishes right over your rice. You're in and you're out. Delicious, fresh cooked food. This place is so popular also that they're open, I think, by around 7 a.m. in the morning. And some of the main dishes that they're famous for, they sell out within a couple hours. If you come at the peak of lunch, I think they're probably pretty much sold out of everything. So you gotta come in the morning, and this is one of their signature dishes here, which is panang nua. So it's a beef panang curry. She scoops it out. You can really smell the aroma of the makrut lime leaves, and then she puts on some sweet basil. Okay, let's try it. Oh wow. Okay. It is, Penang is usually on the sweet side. The first flavor that you taste is sweet. And then the meat, the beef is so tender, just melts in your mouth. It's boiled and been cooked for so long that you can feel the fibers, yet it melts in your mouth. It has a nutty taste to it. You taste the citrusy flavors and aromas of the makrut lime leaves and the basil in there. Balancing that off with a little bit of chilies and fish sauce would make it complete. All right, drizzle on a little bit more of that Penang sauce. Oh man, yeah. That is awesome. Balancing the sweetness with the salty spice of the fish sauce. Okay, next up we got some pakat dong, which is stir-fried. It's pickled greens, stir-fried with egg and a little bit of minced pork in there too, I think. That's just good, that's classic. It's sour, it's crispy, and goes great with that egg just kind of coating every piece of the pickled mustard greens. Okay, next up for the gengari, which is a curry, chicken curry, which is served with this pickle. And so gengari is like a curry, a dry curry powder curry with flavors of India. So it has curry powder, there's turmeric in here, there's some chilies, and we got a chicken drumstick as well as some potatoes in here as well. And this is an ajat, a cucumber fresh pickle, which you then can eat along with it. Okay. You grab a little bit of everything. All the potato is so tender. Oh man, that is a tasty gengari. You really taste the flavor of the pongari, which is the dry curry powder, and then has this richness to it. I'm not sure if there's coconut milk in there or not, but it has an amazing richness to it. It has a little bit of a sweetness to it, a little bit spicy, and then contrasted by that vinegary cucumber pickle. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, and then the final dish that I got is the pad pet baduk, which is fried catfish in a chili, kind of a chili sauce. Fully crispy. So the thin slices of catfish are just fully deep fried before they're then mixed with all of the seasoning and the curry paste. It's just another classic dish of any khao keng spread. Fragrant, you taste the basil in there, the chilies, and it's kind of on the sweet side as well. Sweet and a little bit spicy. Again, I mean, these are some of my favorite styles of restaurants in Thailand. Love the atmosphere. It's so friendly. There's just a constant stream of people in and out. Lots of people take away. Food is good, food is tasty. You're sitting underneath, on the side of the road, next to the highway, underneath a tree. I could not be happier than in a place exactly like this. And our total bill came to 165 baht for everything that we ordered, plus a few. Mike also had a plate of rice that wasn't included, so I think it's about 30 baht per dish that you get here. ขอบคุณมากครับ ขอบคุณมากครับ สวัสดีครับ บายครับ เอสเปรสโซ่ร้อนครับ
My name is Angkar.
อังคาร Okay, cool. Very cool. So we were just eating the khao keng curry right across the street, and then he also had a plate of curry, and then invited us over to his coffee shop, which is right across the street. It's called Black Car Coffee, and it is in an old black car. This is so cool. He has his whole coffee set up here. He's making coffee out the back. I could use an espresso. Hi, Kap. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna grab this seat right here on the side of the car. Fresh pulled espresso. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a boost of energy before we go on to the next food stall. Man, that's a seriously good espresso. And he said he's using all Thai beans, his own 3 Mountain blend. That was the energy I needed.
ป้าไปหยุดแล้วก็โรตี
So to complete this Chiang Mai Thai street food tour today, we are at Roti Pate, and it sets up just outside of Wat Maha Wan Temple in the evening, starting at 6 p.m. and already as soon as they open, there's a queue. And she is an absolute legend, and she's just getting started now. And one of the things that she uses is coconut oil. So that's a whole blob of coconut oil that she's just melting, and then she's gonna put it into the pan to be using for the roti. Man, that's immediately so fragrant. Smells so good, and she's about to get started on the first batches of roti for the day. And already there's a crowd standing outside. There it is, that's the first roti of the day.
ลงมาแล้วเหรอยังเขาต่อแล้ว ต่อเลยไม่ใส่นี่เลยใส่ข้างนอกจะใส่ข้างนอกเพราะว่าเวลาควันมันเข้าเรา
Just so nice, and she just takes her time to carefully make the roti, and she's just explaining to us why she only uses coconut oil because it's so clean, and man, it immediately healthier than most roti that uses palm oil or other oils, but so clean. The fragrance, the aroma of the coconut oil, she just keeps feeding it in until it's golden and crispy. Knows exactly what she's been doing. How long does she say she's been making it for you?
39 years.
She's been making roti for 39 years. She is a legend.
ไม่ใส่นี่เลยใส่ข้างนอกจะใส่ข้างนอกเพราะว่าเวลาควันมันเข้าเรามากๆไม่ดีอะไรก็ช่างครับอันนั้นเรียก
เบอร์ 55
เอาม้วนเหรอคะ
Standing here is part of the adventure, but again, she's so incredibly nice and friendly, and got a couple different versions. I'm gonna start with savory first, and then we'll progress to the sweet ones. So I'm gonna start with the Mataba, which is a stuffed roti. She added in a mixture of potato and spices, and I think there's chicken in here too, and then wrapped it up and then waits till it's golden and serves it with an ajat, which is a pickle, cucumber on the side, which I might try to just poke up a few. Oh, the flavor keeps coming. Oh yeah, that's tasty. It tastes like a potato omelet wrapped within crunchy dough. You feel the layers of it, the thinness of the dough. Oh man, and that is amazing that she only uses coconut oil, because most other rotis, they're gonna use maybe palm oil, refined palm oil, plus they keep adding in tons and tons of margarine into the oil. She didn't use any margarine that I saw in our roti. That's the cleanest tasting roti I've had in Thailand. Man, I think that's amazing. Oh yeah. Pade, her roti is amazing. I think I'm gonna take the seat for the next rotis. Conveniently, there's a little table and chair here. Perfect. Whoa. Oh, this is the greatest roti chair ever. Moving on to the sweet roti. This one is the roti with banana and egg on the inside. So the banana egg inside, she wraps it up, stuffed. This is one of the classic sweet rotis of Thailand. Again, it's clean, it's crispy, The banana melts in your mouth. It is pretty sweet, but it is good. And the final roti is called roti maknai. And this is a ball of roti which she squishes down, and then it's like completely crispified, and there's butter on the inside maybe? She kind of creates like a little hole in the blanket, and then makes it, you can see almost like turns into a cookie almost. Oh wow. You taste the saltiness of it, contrasted by the sweetness. The layers of all the dough in that one. And then how crispy that one's really good. Crispy all the way through. Okay, moving back to the savory mataba. What a spot. Man, an amazing street corner in Chiang Mai on a beautiful evening. Man, what a day it's been. I'm gonna stay here, we're gonna finish the roti, and that's gonna wrap up this entire Chiang Mai street food tour today. Man, we have met so many nice people. The hospitality, the kindness, the friendliness, and eaten some really good food today, starting from the crispy pork belly in the earthen jars. That was a highlight. But really the entire day has been outstanding, and I'll have all the places that we visited in the street food tour in the description box below that you can check out. Highly recommended. And I want to say a big thank you to you for watching this video. Please remember to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment below, I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe now for lots more street food videos. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye from Chiang Mai, and I'll see you on the next video.